Today I'm going to put Conor McGregor's career in reverse, which means the 24 years old Conor McGregor will debut in the welterweight division and will end his career in the featherweight division. Conor is a young star and he's a double champion in Cage Warriors, but he has a dream to make it also in the UFC. Let's see if his career will be better in reverse. Conor accepts the opportunity to make his UFC debut, but he knows he has a difficult test because his opponent will be Chandler. Everyone thought Chandler was going to win easily, but it was not the case. Conor landed a spinning roundhouse kick on Chandler that changed the course of the fight. He also showed the world the power of his left hand by connecting Mike at the end of the first round, connecting that hand several times until he landed a liver shot that Mike couldn't resist. Conor had a dream debut and everyone was surprised by his performance because he had defeated a great fighter, making it look easy. Conor was looking like he was on his way to becoming the UFC new superstar, as he was increasing his followers exponentially, as well as his bank account. Conor had a complete new look and was ready for a new challenge. In this case, he will face an established fighter in the company, such as Dustin Poirier in the lightweight division. Dustin started the fight by working Conor's legs and also landed a good left hand that wobbled Conor. The corner told Dustin to work with low kicks, but however, Conor was doing well in the second round, connecting a left hand that sent Dustin to the canvas. Both fighters were exchanging punches in a good fight, but Dustin followed with his plan to hit Conor's legs and it worked. Conor suffered a fracture and Dustin won by TKO. Conor takes his first UFC loss but remains hungry for revenge and warns Dustin, "This is not over." 10 months later, Conor was already recovered from his injury and was waiting for an opponent. Meanwhile, there was a Russian who was smashing everyone in the lightweight division, and Conor was provoking him on social media. Conor wanted a title shot but fears he had to get another win. The UFC gave him a fight against Donald the Cowboy Cerrone. Conor started his fight quite aggressively, looking to finish Cowboy fast by exchanging punches with him, and at the end of the first round he did this.
It may not be.
After this, Conor wanted a lightweight title fight, but Khabib was ignoring him, until Conor did this to get his attention. And it worked. Conor got the title fight thanks to the hype that was generated after the incident with Khabib, and Dana decided to make the fight a reality. Conor was trying to keep the fight on his feet, but Khabib was taking him to the ground. However, Conor got up and managed to land good punches that put Khabib in trouble. But Khabib kept taking Conor to the ground and also connecting with good punches on his feet. Conor also landed a combo that sent Khabib to the canvas, and Khabib hit him back with an overhand. Then Khabib took Conor down and didn't let him get up anymore. Khabib put a guillotine on already tired Conor and makes him tap out. Khabib won the fight and then jumped out of the cage and went on a fight outside the octagon with Conor's team. And Conor had a brawl with Khabib's team inside the octagon. After this incident, the popularity of both fighters increased and everyone wanted a rematch. But Khabib decided to retire.
He's retired? Yeah, well, boy, he went sprinting. He's gone. Shit, his jocks became fat and all he done in the sport.
Now Conor was going to get a shot at the vacant belt against Eddie Alvarez. The people were saying that Conor didn't deserve the opportunity, that his fame and trash talk had gotten him this fight. But he wanted to show the world that he was the best. Wait a minute. If you like this kind of content, what are you waiting for to subscribe to the channel? It's free. Conor landed a left hand that sent Eddie to the canvas, and he wobbled Eddie with a left hook and sent Eddie to the canvas again with a right hook. The fight was becoming a carnage. Even Conor was taunting his opponent by putting his hands behind his back. And at the end of the second round, Conor decided to finish Eddie by TKO and crowned himself as the lightweight champion. And Conor did it, guys. He got his first belt after a stunning victory and silenced his haters.
Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, mother. I'm gonna fight your
Conor had a new challenger in the lightweight division. That man is Nate Diaz. Between Conor and him, a beef was generated and was a success in pay-per-view sales, breaking records in the company. These two were exchanging punches in the center of the octagon, demonstrating the hate they had for each other. But Conor connects a good right hook that drops Nate, and he gets another knockdown, connecting two hooks. Conor spent a lot of energy striking Nate, and in a desperate attempt to take down Nate, he goes into a guillotine. Nate was losing the fight, but Conor made a mistake that cost him dearly and lost his belt. Conor immediately asked for a rematch and received the news that the rematch was a reality, and he will fight for the title again. This time Conor prepared better, improving his ground game and his takedown defense. And for this fight, Conor decided to change his look again by shaving his head. Conor starts the fight with a totally different strategy from his previous fight, managing his energy better and kicking the legs, but Nate surprised him with a high kick. Both fighters were landing some punches and exchanging blows in the center of the octagon. Conor was still hitting Nate's legs, but Nate wobbled him with a left hook. Conor in the fourth round managed to send Nate to the canvas with a big cut in the face, until Conor did this in the fifth round. And with this beautiful knockout, Conor recovered his belt. In the featherweight division, there is a Brazilian who has defeated all of his opponents and has been undefeated for 10 years. Conor is an ambitious guy and he wants the belt, but he has a very difficult challenge: to go down from 155 pounds to 145 pounds. Everyone thought it was easy money for Jose Aldo, but it was not. Conor started by landing a combo that knocked down Aldo. At the end of the second round, he almost finished Jose with an elbow, but Aldo managed to survive to the second round. But in the next round, he was not so lucky. Conor becomes the first UFC simultaneous champion by beating Aldo easily, but he wanted more. Conor was the double champion, but there was a new belt that Conor was interested in, the BMF, and Max Holloway was the champion. But first, the UFC had 3 fights for Conor. He had to defend his title against Chad Mendes and Dennis Siver, and he finished both of them in the second round by knockout. But the time had finally come to avenge his defeat against Dustin Poirier after that terrible injury. Conor started his fight quite aggressively, using kicks to the body. He also landed 2 overhands that sent Dustin to the canvas. And then this happened. Conor gets his revenge and puts Dustin Poirier to sleep and defends his featherweight belt for the 3rd time. Conor was ready for this mega fight where 2 belts were on the line, and for this fight the hype and the pay-per-view sales were sky high. This fight was very close and both fighters were landing good punches. The fight was being quite entertaining with 2 of the best boxers in the UFC, but the power was in Conor's hands, landing an overhand that sent Max backwards. Both fighters were tired, but Conor managed to land a kick that put Max in trouble and finished off Max. Conor becomes the new BMF by being the first to knock out Max. What do you think, guys? Was Conor's career better in reverse?